People across Iran are being asked to stay in. The coronavirus is rapidly claiming lives across the country, and not just the elderly, young medics in their 20s. With thousands of confirmed cases, the hospitals can't cope, nor can the staff. This is one of several makeshift hospitals that are being set up in the city of Qom, the epicenter of the outbreak. Despite an increase in cases, no hotspots have been put under lockdown like in China and Italy. Because the schools and universities are shut, people are heading north for holidays. Locals here are stopping them from entering. They are worried that the tourists are spreading the virus.
When you bought your villa here, there was no coronavirus. Your villa is safe. There are no earthquakes or floods. Why do you insist on coming here now? Stay away.
Preventative measures have been better in bigger cities, although these people in the capital Tehran don't seem too worried.
If you look around town, you can see people are wearing masks as they go shopping. This shows that the outbreak is being taken seriously. Perhaps they should be taking it much more seriously. But it's still good.
Reports from the north of the country, however, are bleak. According to local reporters, morgues are full of dead bodies waiting to be tested for the coronavirus. In a vast country with more than 80 million people, many are worried that the authorities are not revealing the true scale of the outbreak. And the worst is still to come. Rana Rahimpour, BBC News.
And Rana joins me here in the studio. Rana, the point you made there at the end of your piece, the true scale is yet to be known. We just don't know, and these numbers are being questioned now by the media as well in Iran.
Yes, and let me start with the latest official numbers. This is from the Ministry of Health. It's 354 people have died, and more than 9,000 people have been confirmed. And this is all across the country, from north to south. All 31 provinces of Iran have now confirmed cases of the coronavirus. But the numbers are very difficult to believe for many, not just the public, but even officials. So we had, over the last couple of weeks, we had MPs, we had governors, local governors who have better knowledge of what's going on in their area, coming out saying that these numbers are far lower than what's happening. And the story and the picture we get from activists and journalists and medical staff from all across the country tells us that these numbers are very low.
Indeed, and I mean, even passengers travelling to Bahrain from Iran, we're hearing 77 cases out of more than 160.
Exactly. So many regional countries who had their citizens visiting Iran in the last couple of weeks and now have been evacuated have tested positive. And in fact, when we reported this, many of our viewers in Iran got in touch and said, if almost half of the Bahraini citizens have tested positive, the numbers of cases in Iran must be far beyond these 9,000 that the authorities are confirming. But the question is, are they not able to test them, or are they covering up? And if they're covering up, why? What's the point?
Indeed, and actually, in fact, you, Rana, yourself came very close to someone who had tested positive for corona.
Yes, but that was in Europe. I was flying to Geneva for work, and when we landed in Geneva, they said that they were not able to disembark us, and they said there's a medical condition, and then paramedics arrived with all the protective gears in Geneva, and they said that passengers who were sitting in close rows to this suspected case were unable to leave the aircraft. The rest of us were taken to a room where our details were taken, and they said they would get in touch if the test result was positive. They haven't been in touch yet, so hopefully you're safe.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, and this is the concern. We just don't know the extent and how quickly it's spreading.
That is the problem. And unfortunately, with the Iranian authorities, they were keen to hold the parliamentary election on the 21st of February. The first confirmed deaths in Iran came 2 days before the elections. And this suggests that there were already many cases walking around.
Yes,
exactly.
yeah.
So they carried on with the parliamentary election because of political reasons. And then they were so slow to move. And even until today, they are refusing to introduce lockdowns in the hotspots, despite the fact that people are asking for it. And it means that there's a combination of incompetence and the economic situation that shows that the Iranian authorities are unable to cope with the scale of the crisis.